to another episode of Toby Stupid Vlog.
Maybe that's it.
Can I do look?
Hey!
That was a surprise.
That was a surprise. Wow. Oh, actually.
Yay!
But you've got to give this back, have you?
Yeah, on Monday I've got to give it back to its owner. This is ammunition from the ground, which is nearly as exciting.
Cheers!
Oh, well done. That's a good photo, Walter. If I can show it to you, my love. That was a really good
I didn't do my Wallace.
Oh, where are you going?
Where are you off to?
There you go, Walter.
I
That's the photo
like
you
to
took.
join the V. Look.
Abby, stay away
Oh,
from the
Look, everybody at the photo I took.
It's the
Very
last.
nice.
Hey!
I did it too.
Happy
Blowing all the way.
Shall we sing? Yeah. Happy birthday to you.
Hello, good afternoon. It's Monday and I'm in Chiswick. I've been filming things with destination events. Parade video is ongoing from the bits I did in America. We've started doing bits in the UK as well. I'm now on my way to Kensington to drop the drone back off. It's been great fun, as you've seen. It's been footage from this weekend because I had the opportunity to. The long and the short of it is that it's a very, very good drone, even though it's very small. And so I bought myself a drone. Not quite this one, but a very small drone. And that was silly, but there we go. I'm now going to have to rent it out to make the money back because that clearly works. So anyway, we're taking the long way to Kensington. Here's a quiz. Can you name that flag? Red at the top, blue in the middle, orange at the bottom. The correct answer is that's right, Armenia. Armenia is a country I very much like. If you ignore the fact that the Cardassians' father comes from Armenia, every other Armenian person I've ever met is wonderful and kind, and they have a wonderful history and fantastic food. And if you don't know where Armenia is, then it's in the Caucasus near Azerbaijan and Georgia, North and South Ossetia, south of Russia. not far from the Ukraine, I suppose, in the grand scheme of things. But it's a very interesting country, and if you wanted somewhere a bit different to visit, you should consider it. Tell me, what do you think this company does? Does it genuinely provide roofing lights, or does it provide planes for kangaroos? Think about it. So we're just outside Earls Court Station. Somewhere down that road on the left hand side is the bar where myself and Crystal met. It might be where the orange lanterns are outside. I don't know if it's still the same bar. Either way, it was pretty terrible and expensive, and that's where we went for our first meal. No joke, actual Nando's in Earls Court. So there you go, it's a genuine trip down memory lane. This tree is always one of the most spectacular ones at this time of year. It's better when the sun's out, obviously, but it just goes as full traffic light. So it's only at the very end where all the leaves are red, but all the way through it's green and yellow and red, and it looks amazing. So I'm in Kew, coming to the Temperate House. I'm doing a few steps this afternoon because this morning I've been very busy. Finished 2 video projects, read most of my papers for audit committee on Monday. So I'm feeling very productive, so I thought this is the perfect opportunity to go out for a walk before it gets dark, because, you know, 3 o'clock it's going to be dark. Temperate House is about to close, which is why the fountains and the waterfalls are idling, as it were. Yeah, I got some good stuff done yesterday, although filming in a car is a surefire way of making yourself feel car sick, so that's a lesson well learned. Tomorrow I'm filming twice, going to film a bit more for the parade in the morning, and I'm filming some award show involving food in the evening. So I'm going to be super tired by Thursday, but I've got nothing on Thursday, so I'll just sleep it off. That's the plan. It's been really unseasonably warm yesterday, and it's pretty warm today, and it's a shame the sun's not out, because this is kind of peak Kew, where you just get all the colours and it just looks kind of amazing. It's lovely. It's so short-lived, autumn. Like, autumn could be fantastic if it lasted a bit longer, but it sort of comes and it goes straight away. At least spring transitions into summer, autumn transitions into winter, and I'm not a fan of winter, as you might know. The exception being Christmas markets and mulled wine, but other than that, not really that big into it. But yeah, autumn has its moments, and a mild day like today is one of them. So the gardens close in like 9 minutes, and they are deserted. Like, people try and beat the clock to get out. They obviously don't lock the gates and keep you trapped in here at the bang on the time. It's just the time they'd like you to leave. But as long as you're approaching a gate, it's not too bad. But I do feel like I'm the only one left. So that's a little concerning. So I'm going to go now. Here we are in the ballroom in the Hilton. Filming an award show, pretty standard night. This is the greatest night in town, rewarding innovation and achievement, so the sign says. It's the Food Manufacturing Excellence Awards. It's almost like a time that I'm just here filming whoever's the editor presumably is going to say some words. It's another beautiful autumn day, perfectly timed for me to be at home, so that's worked out nicely. Vlog catch-up is still underway. Basically, I'm staring at lots of different pieces of editing software doing different projects simultaneously. It's not great for your eyes, it's not great for your head. We are getting there, slowly. But for the time being, I thought I'd have a bit of a walk whilst the weather's still nice. See, this is the launch of the Muse Remembrance bench. Just saw the official unveiling, and it's quite impressive. But once there's less people here and what have you, I'll show you it in a bit more detail, so you can actually get close, because everyone's trying it out at the moment.
Unfortunately, it was the wrong time of the year for grafting, but we saved material, put it in the cold store, and then Tony Hall, where's Tony? Tony Hall there hiding. Tony Hall and his team in December, then took some of that material and grafted it onto a rootstock of oak to keep that clone going. So this is the true Verdun oak that made the bench. So this is the genotype, if you like, from the tree, from the acorn that was brought back from the Battle of Verdun. I've got to say, it's been quite an unruly thing to grow. This is a Cocker Spaniel of the tree world, badly behaved, and we've only managed to get 2 going. But what we've realised is it doesn't like going on the other. There are 2 oaks that are native to the UK, and this is a sessile oak, and it doesn't like being on the pedunculate oak. So we're in the midst now of regrafting it back onto itself. So we collected acorns from another Verdun oak, and we're grafting it back onto itself.
So that was the ceremonial unveiling of the new sessile oak, which is a graft from the original Verdun oak that was on that site that came down and that they used to make the bench from. So that's quite fun. Got to ceremonially mulch it and everything. So claim to fame. I'm now going to continue my little walk. Here are the fruit trees that were put in, cherries and ornamental cherries and such like. They go in fantastic colour in autumn, as you can see. The oranges and reds in the leaves, and obviously this will be the first spring where they've had a proper blossom, so I'm quite looking forward to that as well. There seems to be some sort of acer as well, which also great colours at this time of year. Nobody really comes down here. They've done a lot with this area, and they've tried to make this sort of, I don't know, vista, bridleway, lined by these trees, but nobody actually walks down here. So you kind of wonder why they've gone to so much effort. But it does look really good, doesn't it? Good morning, it's Friday. It's much better weather than I was expecting, although the clouds are rolling in slowly. So I'm going to walk all the way to Richmond Park to have breakfast, because that's what a madman would do. And make the most of this unseasonably warm weather we're having at the moment. And the colours, obviously. Made it to Richmond Park so far. Just have to go across the main road and the Park Road. And the cafe's on the other side. I did this walk at this time of year a few times last year, maybe twice, 3 times, and it was very different weather. There was frost on the ground, it was bitterly cold, and it just isn't today. It's very weird. It's been a much warmer sort of autumn than last year. Probably means that winter's going to be absolutely horrible, like negative degrees and what have you. Have to cross that bridge when we come to it, I guess. Let's do a word of the week, because it's Friday and because otherwise I'll forget, which is usually the reason I do it anyway. Or I do forget and then I come back from the future to do it. But today we are here in Richmond Park on the way to have breakfast. So the word of the week will be breakfast. Breakfast is the word of the week. So first of all, in German, breakfast is das Frühstück. Das Frühstück. That is breakfast in German, and in Italian it is la colazione. La colazione. That is breakfast in Italian. There we go, that was breakfast in German and Italian. That was this week's word of the week, and now I'm going to have some breakfast. That was a very good breakfast, even if I had to walk 2.5 miles to get it. Sometimes it's worth it, because then you don't feel the guilt. Handy dieting advice there. Right, I'm going to walk over to Ham, because today is a walkie day and we're going to see what's going on in the German delis, and then probably go home for lunch. I know this sounds stressful, doesn't it? It's quite peaceful. It's only the road and what have you that gets in the way a bit.